Nye Odate Lamptey, former Ghanaian professional footballer and current assistant manager at Ghanaian Football Club, Taekwondo Wise Fighters, in a new interview with Nana Abba-Amoah of Gones Cheers, revealed how he was betrayed by his ex-wife and how he discovered 3 of his children were not his. Listen to him.
So your biological children were actually not your children.
Well, it's difficult though, to be honest with you. As you said, for 21 good years, I know that's my children, but certain things were happening to the marriage, but it was this big brother that I started to hear so many things, you know. A lot of people were calling me. I've heard a lot, your kid's name have been mentioned, so I quite listen, I follow, and then yes, I heard so many, I heard their names. So what I did was I pay a journalist to make sure recorded all the video, the program for me.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, there are some parts that we don't say it live.
Yes.
So I got to know all those things, and then, well, I decided to confront, and then, well, it became an issue. Apart from that, I made a lot of investigation, recording people. So I was more than a nurse, recording friends, and then, well, and through the recording, and one of them mentioned that this is what I should do. I should try and do DNA because they believe the kids are not mine. I was shocked. I said, what?
And the kids were how old?
Oh, 2019 and like 8. So I couldn't believe what the person said, so I decided to do it.
Did you talk to your wife then?
No, because the case was in court by then. But the people, I mean, they were thinking I don't deserve what you were going through. So I spoke to my lawyer. To be honest, I did not know anything about DNA. I spoke to my lawyer, and then he showed me where they do the DNA. I went there. I paid $2,000 for the 4 of us. And then, well, I went to their schools. They were in school by that time. So I went with a private doctor. And then he said, I spoke to them like I was coming to pay their fees or give them money also. And I told them, oh, I had an infection in my throat. But the doctor said if they don't cure theirs now, it will worry them when they grow up. So, well, they took the saliva and everything. So I went to all their schools. So they gave us two weeks to come for the results. It took 1 month because the doctor was saying that because the case is in court, they have to make sure even when the court also done it, there won't be any mistake. Well, I think when the doctor called me. And
were you nervous?
Yeah, to be honest with you, because it was something that we wanted to use. Because at the beginning, I wanted to settle this and move on. I decided to give her whatever she got now, and she refused. And then she listed all my property that she wanted 50% of it, and about 5 billion, you know, alimony also. So we thought even having one that is not mine, we could have used that against her. But
so the doctor called you after a month? Yeah.
So when I went, and then he asked me, how long have you been with your wife? By then I said, oh, is it 21 good years? And he says, he went straight, he said, the kids are not yours. I was shaking. Immediately, I did not know what to do. I sat for about 2 minutes. Then I called my lawyer. I said, you can't believe this. And this is what has happened. He said I should meet. I said, I can't drive. So he met me halfway. And then I showed him whatever it is. But as I said, the case was in court. So, well, we wrote to court that, listen, we think these kids are not mine. But the court should allow us to do DNA in court. And that's where all these things started. That yes, I knew that the kids were not mine, but I was impotent. I couldn't.
How did you feel
It was a disgrace, to be honest with you. I was sad. I was hurt. My name was all over the place. And then let me use this small opportunity to just thank Roweda Yakubu.
The woman you are with now.
Yes.
And she's given you you've had 2 wonderful children with her.
Yes, I mean herself, her mother, her father, and her sisters, and her family for believing in me. I was surprised when she said, it was I think after 6 months, then she told me that she was pregnant. But then,
Did you believe it?
Somebody that they said I was impotent. So I was surprised, but I couldn't believe it, whatever it is. So,
it makes you cry. I mean, you've got tears in your eyes. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, I tried to move on. I tried to move on, but as I said, I want to thank them personally. And there's one more than a brother or a father. I think, as I said, 4 years has been calling. I don't know how much money he has spent, using credit. He's from Tamale. His name is Ahmed. Every day he called me to know that I'm okay. It got to a time I nearly committed suicide. And the other option is, I don't know how to call it, maybe Antoine, I don't know how to call it. To make sure to clear my name, because I think that was the only option I have. And my lawyers as well. I want to thank them for 4 years being with me. I mean, Kizito, Bewe and Iris, I'm sure some lawyers will not have time for you. And we did not miss a day in court. And I think finally, as I said, I'm happy. I'm a happy man, because what I went through, it got to a time. I think the judge who gave the final ruling was the 3rd judge in the case. The first judge that I did not want to mention name, without any evidence, I mean, threw me from my own house. Mm-hmm. I should use 1 hour, not taking anything to leave my own house. I went to rent a hotel for about a month. And then, as I said, Roweda convinced me to come and stay with them. So I was with her in their house for about 6 months before I rented a house. When she was pregnant, I think 2 months before she delivered, I decided to go and rent a house because I don't think it's appropriate for her to deliver in that. So I rent a house for 4 years now. So finally, I'm getting my house back, and I'm most grateful. But as I said,
but how about the children, the 3 children you thought were yours? How have they coped with all of this?
To be honest with you, see, they are kids, they are innocent. I don't have anything against these kids. To be honest with you, they are innocent. The first one, well, I may not know the father, which I think is difficult. I think maybe the pregnancy was something that brought into the marriage. I did not know the father. The second and third, yes, I don't know them by face, but I know the name. You see, I came to this world nothing. I'll go with nothing. All this that we are fighting over, and for me, it's nothing. As I said, because things that I know, things that I have, if I said I want to play it, people will be shocked in Ghana. But as I said, I thank God for giving me that strength and energy to be able to cope with all that I've been through. As I said, 4 years, God has blessed me with 2 kids. Maybe 4 years back, I should have been buried and gone. So in a way, I thank God for giving me that strength to be able to cope with all this. And it's an experience that I wish any man wouldn't go through. I know these things are there, but then is very difficult to come by, you know. So the only advice I can give is any man, I think they should put everything in hospital. As soon as you deliver, they should make sure they conduct DNA. They do that test to make sure that, yes, it's yours. Before growing up with somebody for 21 good years, at the end of the day, finding out they are not yours. I did not have good education. I never sat in class. I don't know, when you were mentioning about this kind of schools.
At this go and go.
You know, I was just sitting there laughing. I did not have opportunity to go to school. So I decided to give these kids, a better education. They went to Ghana International, Christian High, and all that.
Very
painful.
Very expensive school.
Yeah.
Okay, but you still talk to them. You're still a father to them. You don't?
No, it's from advice, not to do that, because, maybe I may say something that they can use against me in court. Well, now the case is over. Yeah. So since the case started, I have never seen them. I have never spoken to them.
You don't miss them?
Oh, of course, I do. But, well, what can I say? The situation that has happened, nothing I can do. I have to avoid.
How old is the youngest?
I think she's 10 now.
So how is she coping? She's very young.
Well, as I said, yes, they are really innocent. And to be honest, I don't want to talk about it, because it brings me back so much memories, and it has happened. Okay. I just want to move on.
All right. Now, when this case came up 4 years ago, and throughout the period, there were so many stories. The one, of course, that you would find most painful would be the issue of you being impotent. But it turns out you are not impotent. Now you have two very wonderful kids. I met your little one last year with Rueda, beautiful baby girl, Black Beauty. Now, the issue of your wife supposedly being promiscuous, how did you take it?
Well, as I said, you see, and
there were suggestions that some of them were your friends.
That's why I said, you see, maybe somebody close to me will know the kind of person I am. I have so many evidence, as I said, recording people that...
Of your friends?
Oh, I won't say friends, but evidence that shows it clear that what the people are saying is true. But you see, if I've made a mistake to rush or pretending that I want to be a man, I'm sure I would have lost so many things. Being a fool, being a stupid, taking my time. As I said, the two decisions that I wanted to take with the help of Rueda and my best friend Ahmed in Tamale, I did not take those decisions. And you see, it hurts that it's not because of anything. It's just because I couldn't afford to pay a school fees that maybe is too much for me at that time. Maybe a child is going to UK, and the school fees were about £26,000 or whatever. And I thought, I've invested all my money. I can't afford it. And there were three. I can't start this and then this. Yes. So I took a decision for her to go to school here, which is a good school that I looked for, Asashi, which was not even...
University is a very good university.
And that's what brought all this, that, well, if I can't, then what can I give? She wants to live. It's not that something big, I don't know. That's what I said.
So she wanted the first child to go to the university in the UK.
That's it.
And you decided against it because it was expensive. So you chose Ashesi University, which is a brilliant university, one of the best universities in Ghana, if not the best at the moment.
That's what brought all this. And then, well, she stood and then said, what can I give her? But she wants to leave the marriage. And I said, well, I can't stand here and say A, B, C, D, but let your lawyers write. So when a week later, I received a letter, and then we met. The tension was high. And then the lawyer said we should go home. And then we come back a week later. So my lawyer advised me to leave the house, to be honest, because anything could have happened. As I said, maybe provocation would have allowed me to do certain things. So I left. I went to Red Hotel for about, as I said, a month or so. Then, so the following week when we met, all this time I did not know the kids were not mine. The second time I decided, no, I still want to be in the marriage upon all those things that I've heard. And she said no, she don't want to be in the marriage. But a friend of mine have told her that because of property, that's why I'm doing that.
Because of your property, you don't want to give her anything.
That's it. That's I don't want to leave the marriage. So, well, after I said yes, I want to be in the marriage. So the lawyers met, and then they said I should settle her, and then we go away. So that's why that's when I decided to offer her, I mean, yes, the dummy house and the car that she was using, and even a land at Ajingano and money, and she refused. And as I said, at the end of the day, it has come back to the same thing. But for me, yes, I've lost some properties that, well, for me, I don't really worry about it. But I think the punish that I've been through was so painful that maybe she should have faced a real punishment, maybe compensate me or so, because as I said, the school that these children went, and for 21 good years, I don't know. And all over in Europe that I've played football, I've been with these kids, playing fair, hospital bed, and all that. Now all has gone. I've not received any. There's no way I will benefit from all those things. But well, this is life. As I said, I thank God I'm alive, because I nearly do something, well, not use that word stupid, just to hang myself or...
because it was too much for you to handle.
Yeah, as I said, I mean, because I wanted to clear my name. I mean, going to shrine or maybe Antoine was to sacrifice myself. And maybe herself and her family. If true, I've said that, yes, I was impotent, this thing should have done, then all over the world will know. But I thank God, as I said, I have good people beside me, advise me not to do that. It should have been a bad thing, because I've already done all the underground work to do that.
Right. But you are a happy man now, aren't you?
Oh, I'm more than happy. I mean, I don't know how to describe it, you know. My kids.
That's Ruwaida, by the way, on your screen. She's brought so much joy into your life. Ruwaida is a great person. She's a personal friend. Great woman. Great woman.
Yes, I think these two kids are making me forget all the pains. When I see them, when I hold them, yeah, these are mine. But can I afford to pay the kind of money I pay for those that I lost?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, that's it. I'm so sorry. But
tell us your opinion in the comments section. Follow us for more updates.